Hi everyone, this is White Mountains TV. I'm Chris Prue in the North Conway studio, joined remotely by Beth Carta Dolan. She is the owner of Joseph's Spaghetti Shed in Glen, New Hampshire. Thanks for joining us, Beth.
Hey, glad to be here, Chris.
And we're recording this just before Thanksgiving. It's a very busy time for you. For someone maybe who's never experienced Joseph's before, how do you describe Joseph's Spaghetti Shed?
Very family-oriented, mostly Italian food. But it's, homemade in our kitchen, and it's the kind of food that it's not fancy, but it's stick to your ribs, and it's really good. We bake our own bread here. We make all our own desserts. We make the majority of our sauces from scratch, and it's just good comfort food, stuff you really are starting to think about now that the weather's getting a little chillier.
Yeah, it is much more than spaghetti. I know you guys do everything from pizzas to Beth's chicken piccata is a favorite of many in this Mount Washington Valley. And the first time you see it, you're like, whoa, you're definitely going to be back for more. One of the things that you guys are doing during this the pandemic is you're limited to curbside pickup right now. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. We made the decision not to do any table dining, outdoor or indoor. It's the amount of work that goes along with it. Kudos to all my friends in the restaurant industry that have adapted and figured out how to do this. My restaurant is fairly small anyway, so with the restrictions on spacing and numbers, it just didn't look like it was going to prove to work for us. So rather than try to do everything, we decided to continue to offer our full menu, but we're just doing phone-in, takeout, curbside only. And we did kind of go a little bit of a different direction as well. We started to offer freezer options for folks if they were traveling through and they wanted to pick up something to take home for another time. And that's, I had individual portions of lasagna, individual chicken pot pies that I made. This is one of the small ones. This is an individual one, so it's a 6-inch. I will be making full-sized ones as we are moving into the cooler weather, the winter months, when people are really looking for this comfort food. I'm going to be expanding. So there's a bunch of different options, and we're building that. We're going to be growing that, expanding the line, and we market it, basically on my Facebook page, and then we have a new website that's going to be up and running. So
fantastic.
Folks are there to see what's available or going to be available.
That's great. As it's the big Thanksgiving weekend coming up, do you have any recommendations on things people can either include in their Thanksgiving meal? Or my big problem is we all focus so much on Thanksgiving Day. Friday comes around and no one wants to cook anything. So what are your solutions for those?
Well, I have two different things I could talk about here, Chris. One is I actually have a second business called the Sugarmaker Bakery. I don't have a storefront for that. Everything I do is to order and by appointment. But I'm very busy at this time of the year doing Thanksgiving pies. So I have an ad in the Conway Daily Sun. My phone number is there, but I can give that here. It's my home phone number. So if I'm not available, folks can leave a message. And it's 603-383-9545. Folks can also email me at thesugarmakerbakery@gmail.com or at josephsspaghettished@gmail.com. And I do all kinds of different flavors of pies, your traditional apple, pumpkin, pecan. I do chocolate cream. I can do lemon meringue, kind of anything that folks want. If there's a particular thing they want, they can just reach out and say, hey, do you make this? And if I do, great. And if I don't, I'll figure out how to do it or where to send them so they can get it. The other thing I'm doing this year, because our Thanksgiving celebrations are going to probably be smaller, I have my traditional 10-inch pie, which is a good size 10-inch deep pie, kind of a standard pie. But I'm also making all my flavors in a 6-inch pie. So this is good for say 2 people, or if you have a party of 4 and you want to have 4 different kinds of pie, but you don't want to have all that pie left over, I have somebody who's getting 4 small pies, so everybody can have a little taste of each.
Does it have to be a party of 4? Can it be just a party of 1?
It can be a party of 1, because that's a party too, Chris.
Because I'd like to buy 3 small pies because I can never decide on a flavor.
Right. And then I can do, I can do a small pumpkin, a small apple, and whatever. So that's another option. And then as far as the day after Thanksgiving, when you really don't feel like having leftovers, if people want to call ahead and order family style dinners to go, like a 9x13 lasagna with salad and bread, or a pan of meatballs, or a pan of chicken broccoli Alfredo penne, stuff like that, it's good to call ahead if you want family style meals. Those are things I need to have on my plate and be prepared to make and have ready for folks. Or the restaurant will be open the day after Thanksgiving with our full menu. So if folks want to call for takeout, 383-6680 from 4:30 until 8, and we have our entire menu available, and they can just go online and find that menu on our website, and that'll give them something different besides Thanksgiving dinner to have for dinner on the Friday.
Perfect. Let's talk a little bit about some fundraising that you were doing. You've been involved in Dine to Donate for quite a while, and obviously everything's been affected by the pandemic. What's the latest on Dine to Donate?
Well, we have been trying to figure out how to adapt what we do so that we can start doing our fundraisers again. We always had a single night once a week that we paired with charities or nonprofits, and we would donate part of our sales back to that nonprofit. Now that we're not open in-house, it's kind of a difficult thing to do. So we're trying to revamp that a little bit. And what our plan is in just the beginning stages. But our plan is to team with a charity or a fundraiser and work with them for the entire month. And then we will be doing a phone raffle. Basically, we will ask folks on the phone when they're ordering if they would like to make a donation to the charity that we're sponsoring that month. And then at the end of the month, we will take all of the folks that have donated, and we will have them put into a basket, and we will draw names for raffle prizes that the charity or the nonprofit have supplied for us. And our plan is the raffle prizes, we're hoping to have at least 3 raffle prizes a month, and hoping to have values of at least $50 per raffle prize. So it might be a $50 gift certificate. It might be a basket that has items in it worth up to $50. Like I said, it's in the planning stages now. We're going to be refining that and then reaching out to some of our nonprofits and charities to get them on the calendar. Right. But something that I've been involved with, I think this is the 5th year probably, is something that we call Silver Bells. And basically that is Santa for seniors. I did not want to let this holiday season go by without trying to figure out some way to do our Silver Bells fundraiser. Basically, we raise funds, and then we go and we get a wish list from all the clients at the 2 local nursing homes, Mineral Springs and the Merriman House. And then we go and we shop for those items, we wrap them, and we deliver them to the nursing homes so that each client has gifts that they can open at the Christmas season. We have to revamp that a little bit this year, partly because stuff coming in from outside has to be treated differently than normally. But what we're planning on doing is starting tonight, we're going to ask every person that calls to order if they would like. There's not going to be any raffle this month. It's strictly a donation situation. Ask folks if they would consider donating anything, $1, $10, whatever, to our Silver Bells Fund. And then that money will go to purchasing gifts for the clients at the nursing homes. And we will work with the nursing homes to figure a way to do something special for the clients there. It might be one big gift basket that we create and give to the nursing home that has things like puzzles and coloring books and socks. And, if we can't give individual gifts, something that we can bring in to still be gifting something to the clients of the nursing homes. We are so blessed in this valley. We have so many giving people, so many giving organizations. Angels and Elves is amazing, but often we forget our elderly, and that is something that's really, really important to me. And so it's something that I really wanted to try to continue this year. And I think we figured out how we're going to do it. So
that's awesome.
That's starting tonight. I'm going to be asking everybody that calls for a donation, and I'm going to be putting it out on my Facebook page every day. So hopefully we'll get some money coming in, and people will get that holiday spirit and help us a little bit.
All right. Beth Carta Dolan, she is the owner of Joseph's Spaghetti Shed in Glen, New Hampshire, spreading happiness throughout the Mount Washington Valley in more ways than one. Beth, thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great holiday.
Thanks, Chris. You too.
All right. You're watching White Mountains TV.